Shane Dawson is crushing it in the YouTube game, but who is he really? You're watching What's Trending. I'm Martine Bierman. Make sure to subscribe for more stories about your favorite YouTubers. Shane Lee Yaw, known by his YouTube name Shane Dawson, is one of the first people to rise to fame on YouTube and has since gained a following of over 18 million subscribers. He's written books, made films, and has produced several attention-grabbing docu-series which delve into the lives of controversial internet celebrities. But let's start at the beginning. Let's go back to the beginning. Shane Dawson was born July 19th, 1988, and is the son of Teresa and Kyle Yaw. He grew up in Long Beach, California, where he attended Lakewood High School, and has been open about being bullied for being overweight and growing up poor. In a 4-part video series, Shane opened up about his past. He revealed that he was mentally and physically abused by his alcoholic father, who eventually abandoned the family. But despite Shane's struggles, he was able to find joy in creativity. In high school, Shane started making videos for school projects with his friends and fell in love with video creating. When Shane was 18, he joined Jenny Craig and lost about 150 pounds. That is a lot of pounds. That is like a lot. He needed a job and he began working there, and then he quickly was promoted to manager. Meanwhile, he was into acting, so he was trying his hand at auditioning for commercials, and that stuff just wasn't working out for him. So, like any budding entrepreneur or actor/actress who just isn't cutting it in an oversaturated Hollywood, he decided to do his own thing. YouTube was created in 2005, and as it gained popularity, Shane quickly jumped on the platform. Because getting in on the beginning, that is everything. Plus perseverance and talent and just, maintaining a good structure of doing things consistently. You're welcome, YouTube 101 with Martine Bierman. On March 10th, 2008, Dawson made his YouTube channel called Shane Dawson TV, and his first video was called Houdini's Street Magic.
Hey, Houdini here, the magician that's making your shit disappear. And I am here holding it down from...
Long Beach.
Long Beach?
Yeah.
Thought you said we was going to Hollywood, Ray.
Shane later did a Days of My Life video where he showed himself working at Jenny Craig, but it was with a twist. The joke was that we got the biography of Valerie Bertinelli because she was our spokesperson, so we had to give this book to all of our clients. All of my clients were like 80-year-old women. She talked about sex and drugs a ton in the book, so then I was like, I want to do a video of me forcing my 80-year-old clients to read filthy passages from this book. So I did that. And surprise! Jenny Craig did not like that. Especially this part. And here's how Jenny Craig responded.
So they came into my work today at Shmenny Schmank, fired me. Then, after they gave me that little heavy dose of fun, they went to my mom's work, because she works at Shmenny Schmank too, and they fired her. Then they went to my brother's work, because for some reason he works at Shmenny Schmank too, and they fired him. Then they're gonna fire everybody that was involved in the video. Except for you guys, because you guys just watched it, so you guys are off the hook, but who knows?
And then he just kept creating. He continued making comedy sketch videos, and by 2010, he'd gained over 1 billion views. One of the most popular videos from this time is Fred is Dead.
It's me, Fred. I'm all tied up, and I don't know where I am. Maybe my mom tied me up. Last time my mom tied me up, it was because she wanted some alone time. Mommy time. Usually when she says mommy time, she's in the bathroom for 3 hours with the door locked and the radio on. But I think the radio's broken because all I hear is bzzz. I think I just farted.
And that video now has like over 25 million views. At least it did when I watched the video. I guess now it'd be like 25 million in 1, 25 million in 10 right now, probably at 25 million in 25. Man, he is racking up that coin by the second. Shane started making music videos like this one, in which his production value has obviously increased, and Shane embraces his self-deprecating humor.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a up. Yeah.
He also started parodying popular songs, like One Direction's Story of My Life. Soon, Shane caught the eye of Hollywood and then had some really awesome prospects.
So I don't know if you guys have heard, because I've been tweeting about it and stuff, but I have, as I told you guys, I have 2 big announcements for this year. And my first announcement, I finally get to talk about today, and I'm crying and I'm nervous and I'm excited. I sold my TV show to NBC. Like, NBC, like, Like, girl, like friends. Like, girl, like friends. Like friends.
Don't you like how that happens? He wanted to be a part of Hollywood. They weren't accepting him. So he was like, screw you, I'm gonna do my own thing. He does his own thing, it gets really successful, and then guess who comes a-callin'? Hollywood. The show came full circle for Shane, as the script titled Losing It is loosely based on his experiences at Jenny Craig. The show hasn't made it to air, but Shane saw it as a success no matter what. In 2013, Shane began his podcast, Shane and Friends, which he co-hosted with Jesse Buttafuoco, but who was later replaced by Lauren Shipner and Drew Monson. The podcast had over 140 episodes and ended in 2018. Shane was featured on the Starz filmmaking competition show The Chair, where he made a feature film called Not Cool. Not Cool came out in 2014 and followed a group of teenagers from Pittsburgh spending their Thanksgiving break experimenting in love, friendship, partying, and sex. The film was not a critical success, but Shane's fans just loved it, and he ended up winning the competition. Shane commented on the critics, and while talking to The Observer, he said, "A lot of the reviews really treated my movie differently than they would have treated any other teen comedy. It was like every review started off with, YouTube dumbass Shane Dawson. It felt very much like, oh, you're not even gonna give the movie a chance." Shane wrote 2 books that ended up being New York Times bestsellers. He wrote I Hate My Selfie and It Gets Worse, a collection of essays. Then in 2015, Shane started a new channel on YouTube. This time, he pivoted away from comedy and started delving into conspiracy theories. He covered pop culture conspiracies, political conspiracies, and he even tested out suspicious social media trends.
Kylie Jenner is pregnant. That's right. That is what everybody is talking about right now, including me. Now I know you're thinking, oh, is the conspiracy that she's in the Illuminati and that this baby is going to be the new leader of it? No, it's a lot different than that. And honestly, this one I kind of believe. A lot of people think that Kylie is actually Kim's surrogate.
The conspiracy videos were going really well, but things changed once again when Shane introduced a more vulnerable series of videos. Remember how we previously mentioned that his dad was abusive? Well, in 2017, he opened up with a series of videos about his relationship with his dad. It was aptly named Shane's Dad Series and was broken down into 3 parts. The truth about my past, confronting my mom, and confronting my dad.
Okay.
Do I look at the camera or do I look at you?
Me.
Look at you. Oh, okay.
I had a problem connecting with you. I felt like you didn't know how to talk to me, or maybe you would get annoyed with me, or maybe I was too much, or I remember I used to like put towels on my head and pretend like it was a wig, and just like a lot of crazy things, and I felt like maybe, I don't know, I just felt like maybe you didn't get it.
No, unfortunately or fortunately, I saw a lot of myself in you. I remembered a lot of the things I went through as a child, and a lot of the problems I had. I didn't want you to have to go through the same thing.
The series was so popular for Shane that he started doing it with other people. He launched another investigative series about all the disasters that happened at TanaCon. TanaCon started when YouTuber Tana Mongeau decided to do her own free VidCon in response to VidCon. But it was like a massive, enormous fail of like disastrous proportions. Like, pew, fail. Shane got involved with TanaCon because he supported that idea. Because he'd been going to VidCon since it started, basically. Also, side note, here's a video of our very own Shira Lazar with Shane.
Hey, Shira Lazar coming to you backstage at VidCon with Shane Dawson. How was it? Because this is the first ever VidCon conference of its kind.
Shane believed that VidCon had gotten too big, and he was all about helping Tana take the situation into her own hands. His friendship with Tana gave him an inside look at the disaster that ensued and gave him a direct line to Tana, who he interviewed in a 4-part series called The Truth About TanaCon. The series was well received by fellow creators and fans. It even won the highest honor at the 2018 Streamy Awards, where Shane won Creator of the Year, and it looked like Shane found a brand new YouTube format. Seriously, this guy is like a creative machine. I love it. Reinventing things constantly. How awesome is that? In 2018, he came out with another docu-series featuring another controversial YouTuber, Jeffree Star. The series has 5 parts: The Secret World of Jeffree Star, Becoming Jeffree Star for a Day, Switching Lives with Jeffree Star, The Secret Life of Jeffree Star, and The Truth About Jeffree Star. And that series was like hugely popular. I know in our office everybody was talking about it, and it gained about like 20 million views. But the buzz about Shane's docu-series really reached a higher proportion and mainstream media when he announced that his next subject was none other than Jake Paul. Cause like Jake and Logan have been like hot button topics in the media. Which all came to a head when Jake's brother Logan came out with an incredibly insensitive video set in Japan's suicide forest. Logan was scathed in the media, and it brought attention to the brothers and their boundary-pushing content. Critics of the brothers have long been speculating that maybe they're sociopaths, so Shane took it upon himself to find out if they are. This docu-series is split into 8 parts. The Mind of Jake Paul, The Dark Side of Jake Paul, The Family of Jake Paul, The Enemies of Jake Paul, The World of Jake Paul, The Secrets of Jake Paul, The Ex-Girlfriends of Jake Paul, and Inside the Mind of Jake Paul. Holy shit, that's a lot. And that is a lot of Jake Paul. Like, they must have been hanging out like all the time. I heard they had about 100 hours of footage. So either they're spending a shit ton of time together, or Shane's just like camped outside Jake's house, just chilling in the bushes waiting for him to come out. And the series is getting a lot of attention because it's finally addressing a bunch of questions that people have. The main one being, is YouTube broken? Controversial incidents involving creators like PewDiePie, Tana Mongeau, FouseyTube, or the Paul brothers have painted the platform as a whole in a negative light. Shane's expose of Jake Paul and the Paul family looks into the world of YouTube and how the platform allows for and encourages controversial content. And many fans think that Shane's evolution into investigative docu-series is an important step for YouTube. And if you're wondering what Shane's up to, he now lives in LA with his boyfriend, Ryland Adams. Ryland has appeared on networks like BuzzFeed, Clever, and Awesomeness TV. Shane has 2 dogs, Uno and Honey, and a cat, Cheeto. Dawson has been diagnosed with body dysmorphic disorder, which is a mental illness involving obsessive focus on a perceived flaw in appearance. In July 2015, Dawson came out as bisexual in a video he posted on Shane Dawson TV. This announcement came after he broke up with then-girlfriend Lisa Schwartz. And his openness and his vulnerability has literally made him a mentor and inspiration to millions of fans. And on that note, what do you guys think of Shane Dawson? Let us know in the comments, and for more trends, head to whatstrending.com.